Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another tutorial on Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm Melinda Pierce and I'm here today to show you how to make this sliding closure um, card. So it does have this sliding mechanism that keeps the card closed and then you slide it off to open it up. Okay, so I'm going to point you down to my work surface and show you how to put this together. So this was a card that I showed last week on my Zoom session on Wednesdays. I do offer these free Zoom sessions every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon Pacific time. Anybody is welcome to join me. It's a free Zoom session. I provide all of the instructions ahead of time, all of the measurements. So you have everything you need to follow along and make the card with me. We also spend some time just socializing and get to knowing each other. So it's a great little group on Wednesdays from 10 to noon. You can find all the information on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room. So I hope you can join me over there. So I'm going to start with the card base. So this is a basic card base, measures 11 inches by 4 1/4. And I've scored it at 2 3/4. And then you take the other side and just bring it over and meet it in the center. And go ahead and crease that. So what I've done is I've cut a little bit extra off of one end. So after you make them meet in the center, go ahead and put this in your cutting, in your paper cutter, and just trim off about less than 1/4 of an inch. And that gives you room to have that sliding mechanism go up and down. Okay, so that is the base of the card. And then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper. This is from the perfectly penciled designer series paper from Stampin Up. And these 2 pieces measure 2 1/4 by 4 inches. I also have 2 pieces of gray cardstock that measures 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 and 2 pieces that measure 3 by 3 1/2. And those are scored along the short side at 1 1/2 inches. So this is the sliding mechanism, and it measures 3 inches by 3 1/2, and it's scored in the center at 1 1/2. So you have 2 of those pieces, and that's going to be your sliding mechanism. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and use my regular Stampin' Up markers. They have 2 tips on them. This side is the wide end, so it's a brush tip marker. You can see by the larger circle going around that is the brush tip. And then this is the fine point tip for writing. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. This is my Mossy Meadow, I believe. No, Old Olive. And I'm just going to color in this perfectly penciled DSP. This DSP is really nice. It's all black and white, so you can color it any way that you want. There's lots of flowers and things in this DSP that are just black and white. So you can totally customize your card by coloring it whatever colors you want. It's a great option if you're limited on the number of colors of pens that you have, or number of colors that you have to stamp with, or paper. And that way you can just make it coordinate with whatever you have. And you can see how quickly that goes together. You can also use your stamping blends on this DSP. That works perfectly fine, and you can get a little bit more shading with those using the light and dark alcohol markers, which also come in Old Olive and most of the other colors that Stampin' Up offers. I think it comes in Old Olive. Just have this other side to do. The rest of the card goes through, gets put together pretty quickly. Just a matter of getting your mechanism put together. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products, you can do so on my online store at melindapierce.stampinup.net. Celebration is right around the corner. It starts in July. And if you place a purchase of $50, then you get some free items, which is always fun. So make sure you check that out online starting July 1st. And if you would like a catalog sent to you, just let me know and I can get one in the mail to you. There's a new mini catalog coming out as well as Celebration, so lots to look at. Okay, so these two pieces are just going to go right here on the front of your base. So if you do want to reach out to me, you can do so on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room. And I will get right back to you. You can also ask your questions on the Zoom session on Wednesdays. If you have a product that you have that you don't know how to use, I'm sure one of us will know how to use it and we can explain it to you. So it's a great way to get some free advice and guidance. Okay, so keep losing my pieces here. Okay, so I have my 2 square pieces of the gray, and those measure 3.5 by 3.5. And then again, the mechanism is 3 by 3.5, and I've got 2 of those, and those are scored in the center. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put glue on this, on the back side of this mechanism. I don't normally put that much glue on, but this is what's going to get a lot of handling. So you do want to make sure that it is pretty strong glue. Okay, and I'm just centering this on my 3.5 by 3.5 piece. I'm going to take my other mechanism and do the same thing. Just like so. I'm just eyeballing it to find the center. If you want to measure it, you can do that. I don't think it's, if it's a little bit off, I think it's fine too. And then I'm going to take my other piece and put that right on top to make a little sandwich. So I'm just going to put glue right on top of these 2 mechanisms. Layer this right on top. Like so. And then those 2 mechanisms are going to allow the card to slide up and down into that channel. So you can see how that works. The 2 mechanisms are sandwiched in between these 2 squares. And then that will slide right in like so and go up and down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my white piece of cardstock. That's just a standard mat that measures 5 1/4 by 4. To put that on the inside of my card. Just like so. Okay, so this card here, I actually stamped the image from Cottage Rose. I cut it out and colored it. This time I'm just going to use one of the sunflowers that Stampin' Up sells. I've already stamped that and colored it as well. And I'm just going to attach this directly to my front. So I do sell my card kits in the mail. So if you're interested in getting any of the pre-cut, folded, and die-cut images, I can't stamp the images and send those, but I can cut out images from designer series paper and things like that and send that to you to make something similar to what I've made. So I do sell those. You can find out all the information on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room. So I'm just going to take this stamp. I'm lightly stamping this. It's a very fine image, and that is from the Go-To Greetings. I showed this in my last video as well. It's a great set that shows all the different greetings in different font sizes, different sizes. just a really good go-to greeting set. So I'm just going to try to stamp this on this die cut that I have. Again, I die cut out these images for you so that you can put the card together at home. So if you were to order this kit, you would get everything except for the stamped sunflower. Okay, so I am going to raise this up with dimensionals. Unfortunately, I can only send those card kits in the mail in the United States. I think the shipping to Canada or any place else gets a little too expensive. If you're interested, you can certainly reach out to me and we can work something out. But it does get a little pricey. Okay, so there is that stamped image. A little greeting. Just going to attach this on the front of my card. Like so. And that is the completed card. And then I'm just going to have this slide right in here. Easier said than done. Sometimes it helps to fan this out a little bit. There we go. I'll get my other side back in. There we go. All right, and there's that completed card. All right, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and learned something new. It's always fun to learn something new on these tutorials, as well as a new layout for the card. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you can join us on our Zoom sessions on Wednesdays from 10 to noon Pacific time. You can find all the information on my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Melinda'sRubberRoom. All right, I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.